Hello everybody, welcome to my revamped version of my old tutorial called How to Make Your First Intro in Blender. This is just a revamped version because I'm getting a lot of questions in the comments that I don't want to keep answering over and over, so I'm going to try my best to make an in-depth tutorial on how I'm doing everything in it. So here we go. First, you pan around your, whatever this is called, your view, by holding down the middle mouse button and dragging your mouse. I thought most people would know that, but apparently not, because apparently everybody watching is new to Blender, which I can't blame you for. Everybody was new at one time. So you pan around with your middle mouse button. You select items by right-clicking on them, and that's pretty much the basics to just controlling stuff. You click on the arrows to move the stuff around in either axis and everything. Alright, so first off, you don't have to do this, but I prefer to just for the sake of easiness. I'm gonna select the camera, which is this little box thingy, and I'm gonna delete it. You may think, wait, why are you deleting it? But you'll see. And now I'm clicking 1 on my numpad to go to the front perspective, as you can see right there. And then I'm gonna press the spacebar and it'll open up this menu. Then I'm gonna type camera, and then I'm gonna select add camera, and then the camera is now pointing the front perspective. Sorry, I can't talk, I just woke up. And I'm gonna drag it out to about just the end of the grid, and then I'm gonna press 0 on my numpad to go to camera view, and you can see in this orange box that's what your camera will see. And if you want to do even more, you can press F12 and that will render what your camera sees, but you can see the box is black because we don't have a light. And to get out of this menu, either click, I don't know what to click, just press escape and it'll take you out. And to get out of the camera mode, you can either press 0 again or just like click and drag out. Alright, enough of that. Whoa, this is all screwy. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I did. That's never happened before. It like made it off focus, so every time I like panned the camera around, it would just be all weird. Alright, back to where we were. We just put the camera there, and now we're going to select the cube and delete the cube. Then we're going to press space and type text. Oops. Text. And add text. And there we have it. There's our text. But as you can see, if you go to the front view where the camera is, it's flat. Why is it flat? Because we didn't rotate it. Now I'm going to I'm going to press R on my keyboard, and then press the X key to rotate on the X axis. Then I'm going to, on the numbers on your keyboard, I'm going to type 90 for 90 to rotate it 90 degrees on the X axis. Then you have your text pointing the camera. So if you go into your camera view, your text is right there. And there we go. There's your text. But you don't want your intro to just say text, so I'm going to press Tab on my keyboard. Then I'm going to, well, Tab goes into edit mode. You can either press Tab or click on object mode down here and click edit mode. Then you'll see that looks kind of weird, so then you can like just type whatever you want, like just backspace everything and then type your text. So I'm just going to type tutorial, then get out of this, just to press Tab again or click here and go to object mode, and there you have your tutorial text. But wait, it's flat. You're using Blender because you want to make a 3D tutorial, don't you? So then you go to this thingy up here that says object, and then you look for extrusion. I'm not used to this version of Blender, so it'll take a second. Hold on. It might have been back where I was. I doubt it though. Sorry for the people that are kind of advanced at Blender. I'm just explaining every single thing. Here's extrude. Alright, it's under the font, or the text, object data. I'm sorry, it's the F on your thing. You might have to pull this out to see it, but you click on the F, then you click up extrude up here, and you can see it's getting a little thicker. So you can like just click in the middle and then drag your mouse and it'll go really thick, or really, well, it can only go to 0, so it can't go really thin. But I'm just gonna extrude it just a little bit. Oh, too far. No. There we go. That's fine. And then now you've got 3D text that says tutorial. But this is just a plain atmosphere for your tutorial. I mean, not your tutorial, your intro. To make like a ground or something, I don't know. This is just gonna be like thrown together really quickly because I'm probably like already up to like 8 minutes or something. But you've got your 3D text, but I'm gonna put a wall behind it now. So I'm gonna press space, and you can either add a plane or add a cube. I'm just gonna add a cube. That's not how you spell cube. Add cube by pressing spacebar and typing in cube, and then you've got your cube. Gonna drag it over this way by clicking and dragging the green arrow, and then gonna press S on my keyboard to scale it. Then I'm gonna scale it on the x-axis until it's wide. Press S again, scale it on the z-axis until it's a little taller, and there you go. It's kind of tall and wide and stuff. So you got like a little wall behind your text. Now I'm going to take the light, which is this thingy up here that you probably noticed when you first opened up Blender. Then I'm going to drag it this way. I'm going to drag it down here and down, and I guess that'll do. Or actually, I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to press R, then X to rotate on the x-axis. Oh wait, you can't rotate this kind of light. Never mind. And then I'm going to, well, right now I'm just going to drag it over here, and I'm going to press F12 to render a scene, just a little picture, so you can tell what it's going to look like. And you can see the light's like up there, and it's got a big shadow. So if you don't really want the shadow, drag it down a little more, then press F12, and now the light's right there. That looks kind of dumb, so I'm gonna move the thing back and up a little bit. Just try to get rid of the majority of the shadow. There we go, that's good enough. But your text is the same color as your wall, and that doesn't look very pretty. So I'm gonna select the text by right-clicking on it. Then I'm going to click on this thingy. It's like the cube thing that says material. Then I'm going to press new, and then you'll see this sphere looking thing with this thing. I'm going to click on this. Then I'm going to change the color. So, I don't know, change it to your favorite color. Just going to put it as blue right now. And there we have it. But let's change this thing as well. So, select the cube by right clicking, then add a new material, click on the color, and I'll just change this to black. No, that looks, I'll change it to dark gray. Now I'm gonna press F12, and you can see I've got colors. Hooray for colors. Now you might want the camera to animate in your intro. So what I'm going to do is click, I don't remember on this version of tutorial. I guess click on this thing. No, that's not it. Hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, I think in this version of tutorial you can just do it right here. Let me check. Yeah, probably. Alright, so I'm gonna move this camera up here by selecting it with right click, as you probably know by now, and move it to as close as you want the starting frame to be. So I'll just put it kind of in there as just for whatever. Then I'm going to press I on my keyboard and go down here to lock rock. Stands for location, rotation, and that's inserting the keyframe of the camera's location and rotation. So then I'm going to go to, I guess, about, no, let's just say 30 seconds in, or 30 frames in, I'm sorry, not 30 seconds. And then I'm going to drag the camera out here, and then I'm going to press I, location rotation right there. And then I'm going to go about 30 more frames in. So I'm just going to click here and go to 60. So then it went 30 more frames. I'm going to drag it back a little bit. Then I'm going to press I, location rotation. You got it. Now I'm going to go drag this to the first thing and just drag my mouse, and you'll see how it goes like that. Then I'm going to press play down here after I already selected the first, or the 0 frame. I'm going to press play animation, and you'll see the camera moves and then slowly like fades down a little bit. It's thrown together quickly so it doesn't look very great, but now I'm going to go in the camera view to see what it looks like from there. So keep in mind the orange box is all you're going to see in the video itself once you render your animation. So then I'm going to press play, and there you go. You got your tutorial thing all nicely done. I mean your animation intro thing. Then I'm just going to go to about 80 frames in. I'll say, actually I'm going to just, yeah, I'll go to 80 so it renders quickly. I'm going to put it so it ends at 80. So right here you click on, you'll see it says start 1, end 250. That's your starting frame and your ending frame. I'm going to click on the ending frame and change it to 80 so it ends right, oh, hold on. Alright, so it ends right here. So it's got some time after the animation's completed. It's got some time to sit there and read the text. So now you're probably wondering, wait, how do I get it to a video so I can actually put it in front of all of my videos? You click on the camera over here that says render. Then you're going to go down here. It says output. I'm going to put that to, I'll put it to desktop real quick. Desktop. There you go. Put it to desktop. Then I'm going to change this so it's not just a bunch of pictures that take up your whole desktop, because it's going to turn into 80 pictures because every frame will be a picture. I'm going to click here and click AVI RAW. That changes it to a raw AVI file, which is a video file. If you've ever done anything with videos, you know that. And then I'm going to I don't know, what should we do? 30, let's do 30 frames a second. So it says frame right here. Let's click it 30, because we made it so every 30 seconds every 30 frames it did something. So we'll make that every second it does something. And then that's pretty much it. We can render it now, and I'm gonna click under render right here, just click animation, and it'll start rendering your animation. 80. Yeah. Okay, now going to open up Vegas. So I'm gonna minimize everything just for quickness. I'm just gonna click the button down there. It goes to desktop, and you see there's our rendered out video. Gonna click and drag it, hover over Vegas, and then put it in the video track. I'm gonna right click and disable resample because it makes it look a little better. Then I'm gonna press play, and you'll see it says tutorial. The camera's off center though, because I didn't bother centering it, so you're gonna need to like just mess with the settings and center the camera and everything. Yeah. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more tutorials. Sorry I haven't made one in a while. I don't make them very frequently, but when I do, I try to make them higher quality and try to help people out. If you want to suggest a tutorial, go right ahead. I'll read all the comments and everything, and if it's a good enough suggestion, I will try to make a tutorial on it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Please comment, rate the video. Peace out.